Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final session here in Franz and I's big Martech Day event. We're so glad you've stayed with us here to what, I don't know about you, Franz, like this is always my favorite part of Martech Day. The landscape is cool, but wow, seeing what people do with these stackies just always makes me happy.
It's so inspiring to see what really people are doing in their daily life and how they look at their stack and how it evolves. And that's something new we're going to present today.
So welcome to the 2024 Stackie Awards. This year we had 26 illustrated marketing technology stacks that folks sent in. Thank you very much. And again, as part of our gratitude, another huge thank you to Growth Loop, MoEngage, SAS, Syncery, and WordPress VIP for sponsoring Martech Day and the State of Martech Report. Of course, thank you also to Goldcast for this just wonderful platform for the event. And again, another shout out to our good friends at G2 and Clearbit for helping us with data around the Martech landscape. So, you know, the Stackie Awards have always been a bit unique. Sometimes awards like require you to pay fees to enter into the awards. We've never charged a fee for people to enter into the Stackies because we know how much work people put into these. But actually what we do is for every legitimate entry we get to the Stackies, we make a donation on behalf of the entrants of $100 per stack to a charity every year. This year we are donating to UNICEF. And so thank you to the 26 entrants of this year's Stackies. We are making a $2,600 donation to UNICEF. Yes. So we're going to very briefly show you pretty much all of the stacks here, at least up until we get to the winners. We'll spend more time on them. You won't be able to like catch this in the speed we're going to fly by these, but you will be able to download the full deck of all the Stackies to enjoy at your leisure. But take a look at some of these designs. So Workato did a wonderful job on the consumer side. Pilot travel centers. Love the fact that you see a lot of people now incorporated examples of where they're using data lakes, data warehouses, where they're using AI. The folks at Premier Medical Staffing Services, you see a lot of these stacks, you know, sort of follow the customer journey from like, you know, awareness, evaluation, engage, intake, user testing, terrific MarTech company, their stack, looking at the different capabilities that they do throughout their marketing team, the tools they use for that. Merkle, of course, you know, major, you know, MarTech company out there. This is a stack of tools that they use with their clients. We also have Simple Marketing Now, who has entered almost every year for, boy, a good number of years of the collection of tools they use for their clients. Philips. All right, this year we actually have entries from two different teams at Philips. This is from their health systems business group. Very cool of the metaphor here of the MarTech stack and, you know, things of like, oh, the respiratory system, the muscular system. I'm going to need to spend some time on the metaphors here, I think, to like fully appreciate them. But really
there's an Achilles heel in there, supported also by Martech.
Well said, my friend. Let's see, the American Society for Non-Destructive Testing, the tool set that they use. Cogna, which is the largest private education company in Brazil, the technology stack they use. Actito, I believe you know Actito well, right, Franz?
Yeah, they are our friends from Belgium, and I like this stack, the augmented marketer. I love that term. So how can we put marketers on steroids? And on the left-hand side, you see substacks that they added, like, you know, almost composability at its finest. So yeah, love this one. Thanks, guys.
Love it. Argus tracking, smarter fleet solutions. I really do. I'm so appreciative. I mean, I love the MarTech companies when they enter. They have a lot of domain expertise, but you know, we now get so many entrants from so many different industries. It's just fantastic. So thank you, Argus. Our friends at Help Me Now with a stacked, the burger stack metaphor, always a favorite. The tools that they use. Volaro, which is a live chat customer engagement platform. again, the different tools they use throughout the different stages of that customer journey and how marketing manages it. Our good friends at DataSite, which is a platform for virtual deal rooms, particularly around M&A. This looks an awful lot like London. All right. Okay. Yeah, a little geography lesson for me. And then the Straumann Group, which does products and solutions for dental professionals. Talk about a Martech stack that makes you smile, right?
It's so great because they link their tools to also content down below and how you go through the journey. Love it. Great stuff.
Cool. Wow. We could spend like easily 5 or 10 minutes on every single one of these and dive into them. Huge thank you for all of them for entering this year. But now we want to like move on to the winners. And we've actually created a new category of winners these years. The folks we call the Stackie Lifetime Achievement Awards. And to win a Stackie Lifetime Achievement Award, you have to have 3 criteria. First, you have to be entering in the current year. Second, you have to have entered at least 4 times over the history of the Stackies. And the third requirement is at least one of those entries needs to have been a winning entry. And you might think, wow, with those criteria, I mean, like, surely, like, you can't have too many people that have done that. Actually, we got quite a few. And we're going to start with a Stackie Lifetime Achievement Award to Verizon that has entered 4 times. You know, one of the amazing things about the folks who enter multiple times is it gives us a chance to see the evolution of the Martech stack, not just the tools within the stack, although that's certainly interesting, you know, but how they think about this stack, you know, what stays consistent year over year, what evolves. Verizon's always been very, generous in giving us an insight into how Verizon Business thinks of this. This is their latest stack. Doesn't have a tremendous number of products in it, you know, and this is, again, one of the things for Stackie. There's tremendous creative flexibility for, you know, represent what you see as important in your stack and how you think it. So Verizon, thank you and congratulations on a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah, and Itaú from Brazil is always submitting very nice pictures. Hardly a lot of tools in there, but they're focusing on the use cases and what exactly, you know, you should be doing within your stack. So it's almost like a jobs to be done stack, if I may say so. And I really like that because from there you can reverse engineering tools regardless which one. And I think we spoke about feature duplication by design. Well, if you have your use case, you can do it in multiple stacks. You don't care. Or multiple stacks or tools or what have you. So yeah, I really like their submissions, and yeah, congratulations with this new award category that you won.
Yeah, congratulations. And it's a really good point, Franz. You know, it's nice when people put specific products there because of the fact that, oh, in some ways it's actually a shout out to the vendors. It's a way of saying, hey, those vendors who you like that have been good to you, this is a way you can recognize them. But you're 100% right that really at the end of the day, it is the use cases that we want to think about. And Itaú's always done such a beautiful job of illustrating that. So any of you out there listening who are thinking you might want to enter next year, this is completely your choice, you know, how you want to represent the stack with its specific names or not. So a company that I think has done a brilliant job of blending both naming specific vendors and talking about the use cases is Ersi. They have entered 4 times. They have definitely been a winner in the past. Their latest entry is, it's just beautiful. I mean, first of all, how can I not love a Stackie that takes an ecosystem metaphor? But the thing about it is, you know, they're like really looking at a set of these capabilities, but I know you'll need to download the full deck to be able to like really look at this, you know, but in each one of these boxes for these different categories, they're not only naming a tool, but they have a short little blurb that describes what that tool's purpose is. It's a combination of use case and specific vendor, which again, I think just helps give you a really great insight into the capabilities of the stack from a composable perspective. And now you got to go back and look at multiple years and see how that composability has evolved. So again, congratulations, Ersi, for Lifetime Achievement in the Stackies.
And then SaaS, they have been submitting multiple stacks, but look at the last 3 years: grow with purpose, harvesting growth responsibly. It's almost they're telling a story over the years, and that's what we really love. So what you see in the last one is the different capabilities they share, and yeah, it's as easy as apple pie according to them. If you look at the previous stacks, they were talking about planting trees and harvesting, and now we have the pie. I like the analogy.
Yeah, I think SaaS is the only entrant that I know of that has consciously, like,
Yes.
it's like the Lord of the Rings or the Star Wars thing. It's like, hey, we're gonna have a trilogy here, and so now you can go back to year over year, and see the larger story arc as well too. So way to go, SaaS! A multi-year strategy to winning the Stackie Awards.
So cool.
Congratulations on your lifetime achievement for the Stackies.
Brilliant.
Well, we couldn't talk about lifetime achievement in the Stackies without, of course, giving a huge shout out to the folks at Philips. The Philips e-commerce digital marketing team has entered 5 years in a row. They've won multiple years. Possible, I'd have to check. Like, they may have won 4 out of 5 or even 5 out of 5, of these times, just because, first of all, they've always done such a great job with how they visualize the ecosystem of these tools. But they've always taken a very thoughtful way of helping to express the relationship between them. This year was no different. They took our recommendation of, tell us a little bit about how you think of the layers of the Martech stack. And they put this together, from a data layer, content layer, customer engagement, and so on each of these different layers, you get to see what are the tools at that layer, how they relate to the tools at the next level up.
Have you seen the satellite with the insights layer?
Yes, they actually have this tiny little satellite on the upper left that they refer to as Shadow IT. And in true Shadow IT fashion, we have no idea what's actually in. What tools are there? Well, we don't know, or if they know, they're not telling. But yeah, they also recognize in this stack, they didn't differentiate which tools are being used for what. But they did recognize that we are serving multiple audiences here. We have consumers, we have healthcare, we have professionals. And so, yeah, even just knowing that they think about, how they apply the stack capabilities to these different audiences is pretty cool. All right. Congratulations, Philips, a well-earned Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah, and then we're looking at the 6 entries. It's impressive from Sargento. I love the overviews they give, because they always take the view of the customer, really, from a customer perspective. If you look in detail for the last one, I really love that. On the right-hand side, it's really, some people call it a client safari. Put yourself in their shoes and follow them, right? Or almost like a Bear Grylls type of thing. You try to see how they're behaving. And that's beautiful, because now you know what type of content they consume in which area, in which zone, what time of the day, and then reverse engineer into their stack. And yeah, that stack looks really juicy and delicious.
It does indeed. I can't think of, I think they actually do take the championship of having 6 entries, more than any other. So they are the overachieving Lifetime Achievement Award winner. I am immediately going to go out to the store after this and stock up my fridge with more Sargento products. So thank you, Sargento. All right. Wow. So some pretty awesome lifetime achievements there. We now want to get to the 5 winning stacks we chose for this year. And boy, that's hard, because so many of the ones we covered that we were just flipping through, 10 or 15 seconds each. I mean, they're all pretty amazing. And we do want to just take a moment here to acknowledge the Stackies are great fun. It's really useful to be able to see how different companies think of visualizing their different stacks. But at the end of the day, a winning stack is a stack that delivers the business value to you. Franz covered in our opening keynote a couple hours ago, about this correlation between Martech stacks and business value. That is the real testament to what a winning stack is. And if you're delivering that business outcome, to your company, then really, you are the honorary Stackie winner. But that being said, hey, these are some fun awards for the Stackies. So with no further ado, let us dive into the 5 winners this year.
Yeah, this one is beautiful. From ChurnZero, they created kind of a playlist. So you see on the left-hand side, playlist, and then artist and genre. And it's beautiful because you see all the stacks, but the tools in the stack, sorry. But you also see on the right-hand side which one they repeat very often. 80% is covered by AI, but also what is most used and most played down below. So it's a kind of a color coding. So they know what role it plays, and it doesn't mean that if you don't use it a lot, you should scratch it from your stack. Maybe you need it once a month, and it's critical, business critical. I love that. That's really a nice way to put it.
Yeah, you and I have had this chat multiple times. Utilization. If you truly aren't using a tool, by all means, get rid of it. But, trying to measure utilization of a tool by saying, are we using all the possible features of this tool? Or are we using this tool every day? Like, do we go to bed and make sure that, in the middle of the night, we can wake up and use a tool? I mean, people can take this concept of utilization to an extreme. What matters is, do you get the value out of it in the use case you have for it? And if it's something, as you say, Franz, you do once a month, but it's a really valuable contribution once a month, that's a great tool.
It's a fantastic stack. Congrats.
Congrats. All right, our next winner here is Thompson Reuters. And one of the things we loved about the stack this year is actually within the stack, it gives you a little bit of a sense of the evolution. At the center of the stack, you have, of course, the 6 main categories of the Martech landscape, but they sort of acknowledge that, well, we probably started a lot of these capabilities in the spreadsheet forest. This is the origin story of so much Martech capability, comes down to Excel or Google Worksheets. And so, yeah, a shout out for, where we've come from. And, that still keeps renewing itself again and again. But then on the other side of these tools here too, you start to see getting to that AI future and some of the tools that they're already using, that they see in that future. So love this, know today, navigate tomorrow. They're very clearly navigating for tomorrow in their Martech stack.
And here I see the stack of StackMoxie, end-to-end tech. And that's what triggered us. So org chart agnostic, the cross-departmental stack is really what you see here. So it's web, it's marketing, it's sales, it's customer. We don't care, we just streamline across the board our tools, and they don't have to be many until we get to a good result, which is, we have passed the entire flow. So run past, you see at the right-hand side, and it's stitching everything together. And you can see where things break down or where they continue. Beautiful, because that's the customer experience. There should be no friction, no hiccups, and it's streamlined from left to right, regardless of the skills of the people in the teams, or their agendas or their tools. So I love this one. We love this one, Scott.
Yeah, I know you've been a big advocate of customer technology, and while, everybody knows us for, the Martech landscape and Martech, and there's lots that happens in Martech. Martech doesn't live in a vacuum. It is part of a business. It is part of a customer journey. And so seeing folks who, when they're thinking about their capabilities, are looking across that entire customer journey, regardless of departmental boundaries. Yeah, I'm right with you. Way to go. Thank you for illustrating this, StackMoxie.
Yes.
All right. In the Martech world, one of the Martech leaders in account-based marketing, Demandbase, we thought did a really fabulous job on their stack entry this year. It's an integrated circuit. So, I mean, of course, what would you have for an integrated stack? Well, I guess an integrated circuit board. Every little piece in it. Okay, I'm going to stop with that metaphor. But really well illustrated here. Again, organized by different capabilities of how they're engaging with customers. We always love it when a Martech vendor is, showing where their tool, fits into the stack, but is also very generous about showing like, hey, we do this, but these are all the other tools, that we work with as well too. A nice little bonus treat here when you zoom in on Demandbase when you get this deck is they've marked with a little blue dot, blue highlighting the tools that they're really using AI, they consider to be AI enabled. So congratulations, Demandbase.
Congrats.
I guess that brings us to our fifth and final winner.
Sage, yes, the marketing technology stack they submitted is beautiful, because what you see is you see the tools, and of course that's what a marketing technology stack consists of. But again, it's talking really to my heart if you look at the customer, and it really shows the word that they want to trigger inside the customer. Like, okay, I set up, I buy, I consider, I'm aware, and then once you've bought, I'm supporting, I flex, I want to flex maybe. I stay, etc. This is beautiful, because this is really now what is the purpose and the outcome of the content and the automations we're doing with these tools. And that's that really blew me away. And this way you link technology to business value, to good for customer, and at the same time good for company, because you know what you have, and you have your overlaps, maybe by design, maybe not. Beautiful, and I like the way they structured it and pictured it. Yeah, beautiful. Congrats.
Yeah, definitely. Like aligning your marketing technology to your customer as clearly as possible. You could say, wait for it, that's very sage advice. All right, sorry about that. You know, I had to get at least one dad joke in. Congratulations to, first of all of our Lifetime Achievement winners. We are so grateful, you know, that you have participated year over year and given everyone in this Martech community visibility into the evolution of your stack and your thinking. Congratulations also to our 5 new winners, really helping advance the way in which people look at and understand marketing technology and its purpose. I think we've got more gratitude, right, Franz? Like, thank you for all of our sponsors. Again, Growth Loop, MoEngage, SaaS, Syncery, WordPress VIP. One more plug for our good friends at Goldcast for this platform, and our data partners, G2 and Clearbit.
It's been wonderful. Thank you so much. We hope you celebrate from here on Martech Day. Have a great day. We really, really enjoyed it, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.